means impeccable. I'm right and illegible. I swear to mine, out of state, out of mind. I blow up, I want mine. I just know they feel the vibe cause I'm so fly. I wake up high, I'm a blessing in disguise. Thanking God that I'm alive and still thank God that I'm that guy. When times get hard, I dig deep, then repeat, then provide. All paid off in the long run like I opened up my stride. Had to realize that they telling you real life.
So I'm up bright and early. I'm chilling, relaxing. I'm being cool how I be cool. I don't like to cram a lot of stuff into my day. So if I get up, work out, I may not do content that day. Or if I'm doing content that day, I might relax and just focus on content. So, long time no see. You staying cool out here? Yeah, it is. With the clouds and everything. Where the water? Oh, you got it. Okay. Look. Let me mind my business. I'm sorry. I just need to check on you. Yeah. It's always nice talking to you. Say it again. Yes. It was very. I was just talking to my brother about that. Really humid. But today it feels so much better. Yeah, I got my workout in probably like 2 hours ago. So now I'm just recording some content. Yeah, yes, ma'am. It's always nice talking to you. What a coincidence. Let me start this over. I'm up bright and early. I'm chilling, relaxing. I'm being cool how I be cool. Like I said, I don't like to cram a lot of stuff into my mornings when I'm trying to do something, whether if I'm doing content, that might be the only thing I'll focus on, or if I'm going to work out, that may be the only thing I'll focus on. You know, going into this new beginning in life that I got going on, I'm at a point right now where I'm, not taking old things with me into my new beginning. So whether it's people, habits, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I just learned to release things. So I'm up. I'm gonna get me a workout in, get myself together, shoot to the field. Once I get to the field, there's 4 young brothers over there already. Pushing the gate. As I get in, the first young boy say, "What position you play, bro?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm retired. I don't be doing all that right now. I just get out here, get a workout in for real." So I said, "What, y'all all in high school?" He like, yeah. So I start asking, "Hey, what position you play? What position you play? What position you play?" So when I got to the 4th dude, big dude, I'm 5'11", 6 foot. He was all love, had to be about 6'4". Like he wasn't cocky, he was big. I said, you gotta play DN. He like, yeah, I play DN. So I said, "Oh, that's what's up, get y'all workout in, nice talking to y'all." Boom, I push on, get to the other side of the field. When I get to the other side of the field, get undressed, put my stuff on, boom, take me a lap. Once I get around to the starting point, young boy say, one of the big defensive ends say, "Hey, Unc, you trying to get in and get some of these reps?" So I'm like, for sure, I was going to ask y'all, but let me finish stretching for real. So, boom, I go ahead, finish stretching. I'm on the, stretching my legs and everything. I already got my stuff set up for myself, in the end zone. So, go ahead, take my other lap. Go ahead, shoot with the dudes. As I get with the balls, I'm like, all right, off rip. I go straight out to receiver. Boom. Oh, excuse me. Rewind a little bit. As I'm coming around on my first lap, I say to the young boy that asked me when I first got there, "Hey, what position you play?" So as I'm running, I'm like, "Oh yeah, little bro. To answer your question, when I was playing, I played wide receiver and DB." So they're like, "Oh, wow, yeah, that's what's up." So I'm guessing me saying that as I got around, sat down, stretched a little bit, about to hit my second lap, what made them ask, "Hey, Unc, you trying to get some of these reps in?" So I might go over there with them. Go ahead, you feel me? My first rep with them, I jump over one of their heads. Grant, let me get that. So I'm guessing you start hearing like, "Come on, man, come on, Uncle, you can." So I'm like, "Oh, here we go." So boom, I go play corner. I'm over there like, "Oh, hey, go. I'm on it. Come here, get that up out of here." So, we go ahead, I get a couple reps in, and I notice I'm like, well, I'm doing all the reps. Like, what they got going on over here? Like, so I go ahead, I stop for a second. You know, they throw a couple passes, bad passes. So I go ahead. I'm like, hey, let me get a throw in real quick. Let me throw one. So the receiver out the group was like, nah, I got it. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So I go and do me a couple more reps. Boom, I go sit down. When I sit down, I'm looking at them, and it's more playing and all that going on. Like, you know, they ain't as serious as I would, you know what I'm saying, prefer people to be. Maybe they was out here a little longer than I, you know what I'm saying, originally, when me coming out here. But, you know what I'm saying, they was just playing around way too much for me. So, go ahead, I sit down. As I'm sitting there, I'm like, me personally, I usually be like, hey, all right, fellas, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna just go ahead and, you know, do my own thing. But I sat there and I just watched them play. Watched them play for a little bit. I get up, hit my water one more time, go ahead, walk to the end zone. Get to the end zone, pick up my ball, and I just start to, you know what I'm saying, do my own little thing. You know what I'm saying? I throw a couple passes into the goal post. Not the goal post, I'm sorry, the soccer goal. And they got the net on the back, so, you know what I'm saying, everything being caught. So I'm just about like 10 yards away, and I'm throwing, you know what I'm saying, doing my little drills, doing a couple DB drills, and I'm running around, you know what I'm saying, doing some routes, and I'm doing little things. So I can feel they looking at me, but it's like, you can still hear they not really doing anything. So like I said, they could have been out here way longer than you know, me. So maybe they tired already. But anyway, I go ahead, I'm out there, I'm simulating what I would see if I was playing quarterback. Flag 19, flag 19, check, flag 20, flag 20, say go. So look, one of my reps, right? One of my reps, I roll out, boom. I hit off to the right, but I roll to my left. And when I felt the pivot, listen, it felt so good. I come out, and when I open up, I cop and I let it go. All you hit, when I heard it, like, yo, it felt, when it came off my hand, I knew, like, I was like, ooh, like that. You hit, like, it was just like that. Like, after it hit the net, I'm telling you, listen, if this was any type of video game where you catch on fire, it's going through the net. Like, it's going through the net. Like, it felt good. So all I hear is, damn. But I ain't lose. I didn't lose focus. I ain't turn. I ain't grab the ball, turn and look at them. I ain't do none of that. I just was like, I'm just in my head like, but part of me did come down here to show y'all, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you gotta, you know what I'm saying, focus up. You gotta take it seriously, especially if y'all wanna be ballers, like, you know what I'm saying, because when y'all get out there on that field, people ain't gonna be playing with you. So I'm out there, like, I'm showing them little things. Like, y'all don't just got to get out here and just run routes and play one-on-ones and stuff, like mechanics, you know. The little things I was down there doing by myself, it was a lot more work than what they was doing. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just working that stuff at the top of the route, or releases and stuff like that. My football players know what I'm talking about. But like I said, I let it go. You heard he said what he said and stuff. So I finished my workout up, you know what I'm saying? I go sit down, and, you know, I pack my stuff up, and they just pretty much was finishing up. All right, fellas, y'all have a good one. And, you know what I'm saying? They like, oh, yeah, you have a good one too, bro. And, you know what I'm saying? I push all. I said all that to say this. The other day, or not even the other day, probably like last week, my little brother said to me, Gio, you are at the point in life where you done learned so much that you're applying it to your life. And it made me, for a couple of days straight, sit back and think on how far I've came on the things that I learned and started to apply to my life. Like this conversation that we having now. I had to stop explaining myself to people for many of reasons, but just to touch on a couple on why it's important to not explain yourself to people, especially people that's just looking to take advantage of you, because you're giving yourself or you giving people an opening to manipulate you. That's like one of the biggest things why you shouldn't. Now, some circumstances, it's going to call for you to explain why this happened or whatever the case may be. But if you like me, I was doing this so much to people that didn't even deserve it. I was explaining stuff so much that when it came to the people that didn't deserve it, I'm over there like, why am I doing this? Like, why? After it's all said and done, they still playing games, manipulate, and you sit back, bro, and you'll be more frustrated that you even tried to communicate, to explain to them whatever the situation is, or try to work through it together or whatever, when the whole time their plan is, how can I get over on this person? Last but not least, closure. I think getting closure is could be like one of the biggest mistakes you could ever make. If you deal with, if it's a relationship or family or friends or whomever. I think closure is one of the biggest misunderstandings that people have when it comes to any type of relationship. You don't need to sit down in front of somebody for closure. Once you take responsibility for the part that you played in it, you work through the emotions and how it makes you feel when it's all said and done. That's all the closure you need. And the biggest part is to forgive. Don't ever forget not to forgive. Like, holding on to them burdens is like one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people can't get to the next level in life, because you got so much animosity built up towards people that, you know what I'm saying, you taking what other people did to you into the next relationships that you're attempting to build, and you'll mess it up before it can even get started. So I hope this story time helps somebody, and I'll see y'all in the next one.